What's up, guys? Nate Gould here, and today I'm doing a little bit of Q&A. I know a lot of you guys don't know about it, and I didn't post anything on Twitter or do a video about it to try to get questions in. I just dropped into Skype, took what I got to make you guys this first episode. If you guys want to do it again with your questions, more viewer submitted questions, just drop them in here, and once I get enough questions, I'll do an episode 2. Not a big deal. So the first question I'm going to do is from Plus Data. He gave me 3 of them. How many pool balls can you fit in your mouth? I don't know. I never tried it. I could probably get a pool ball in there. Probably not the cube, but maybe just a normal pool ball. I don't really know. What is the square root of 2? I'm not really sure. Maybe 1. There is no square root of 2. I don't know. I'm not very good at math. I'm not a genius. I'm retarded. And have you ever administered a home colon test? I've never stuck anything in my butt to check my colon, but I have done other things with girls that you may want to say is a colon test. I can go with that. Alright, so a bunch of these types on question. We'll just move on from that. I don't even want to get into that right now. And the next question is going to be from the Nitty, and he asked me, what do you think the skill level difference between console and PC gamers is when comparing shooters, i.e. aiming, twitch, reflexes, etc.? The skill level difference. Basically, I think it's what you start off on is what you're going to be good at. I think going from PC to controller is a little bit easier, not that I think console is easier, and that I think, I don't know, I don't want to try to make this sound like I'm trying to be more than one-sided. Going from this very limited amount of 4, 6, 8 buttons and 2 joysticks, sometimes a D-pad, to go from WASD 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 Shift Control Alt Caps Tab. There's just a lot more buttons, and console condenses. So all you have to do is get used to the condensing, and then get your hands used to the sticks. So that's why I think it's easier to go from PC to console than console to PC, because you're going from condensed to, whoa, what the hell are my hands doing? They're not working together in harmony. They're in 2 different places. So I definitely think what you start off with is what you're going to be good at with, but as far as going from one to the other, PC can probably go to console easier, and vice versa. As far as skill level of the players in general, I find that a lot of players on PC, not that there's a lot worse players, but it's very hardware dependent. Like if you have great hardware and stuff like that, you're going to be quicker. If you have a full mouse pad, you're going to be able to turn faster. There's tools you can... Your controller doesn't matter on console, it's about your skill. But there's tools you can use in PC that make you better, and equipment makes you better. So if you have more money, you can be better. But as far as skill-wise go, I think some players may be just worse because good players get good equipment and then you just can't touch them. They're not necessarily bad, but there's only really good and poor. I don't have a good mouse. I have this, and I use this, and I do okay. But if I had maybe a little bit better, I could do a little bit above average. I wouldn't do as great as I do on console, but I would do better. So your skill is not completely dependent on console. It's a lot to do with your equipment, being comfortable and stuff like that. That's basically it. What inspired you to get into gaming? This is from Alan St. John. I don't know. When I was born, my brother had a Sega, so when I was growing up, first thing I ever saw when I was learning motor skills and adjusting my eyes and seeing colors and shapes, sizes, and movements, the first thing I ever saw was Sega, and I thought it was really cool. Older in life, what kept me going with gaming is that I like to be something that I'm not. I can't wake up and go to war and then come home and sleep in my comfy bed. But on Call of Duty, I can. I can't be a superhero, but I can jump on DC Universe and kill people, save the day. I don't want there to be a zombie apocalypse. I don't want to lose my whole entire family, but I can jump on killing floor and kill things. So I like the fact that I can be what I'm not for a day. I like to play the Lion King. I don't want to be a lion. They get hunted and poached. They're going endangered. They stink. They live crappy lives and stuff like that. But it's pretty cool to run around as the Lion King and to kill things and save Pride Rock. So that's pretty much what keeps me going with gaming. Let's see. What advice do you have for lower-known commentators, especially new and or inexperienced? Basically, the biggest tip I can give anyone is bolted lists, to try to cut out the ums, ahs, and pauses. I do it sometimes, right there, because this is I'm just kind of going off the spot. I don't really have a topic. I haven't read these questions yet, so they're not really pre-framed answers or anything like that. So I'm kind of thinking about it as I go. But if you have a topic that you're willing to expand on, like if I want to talk about the M16. I know I'm going to talk about the M16, so I put it on the list. M16. Efficiency. So then I'm thinking, what efficiency would I use? Boom, I already know that, so it hits. I go. And it just helps your commentaries go smoother. Keep practicing. Subs fluctuate, views fluctuate. Try to pick a community that you think you're going to be able to grow in. Like the Call of Duty community, everyone's really buried in. I don't really stick with the Call of Duty community as much anymore. I play a lot of Call of Duty because I love Call of Duty, but I don't base on the Call of Duty community like I used to. I just try to find what works for you and stick with it. Things take time. It takes time to get big. It takes time. I'm not big at all. I'm extremely small, but it takes time to get followers. It takes time to get people who are going to watch your video for, well, I know people who've been watching my videos for 2 years. It's just about sticking through it. It's just like anything else in life. It has its ups and downs, and each one is necessary. And you just got to let it take its course. And that was from Arctic Animal, or George the Gamer. And this one is from Bradley Hemmings. He asked me, how are you so amazing on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 on PC? I'm not. I'm really terrible at it. I think he was making fun of me. That wasn't cool. Cameron asked me, what's your favorite breed of horse and why? I like, are they called Clydesdales? The one that are like 15 feet tall, like can fill a room. I like those because when I was younger, my grandma watched them. She horse sat for people, and she had a barn. And the barn was so big that she couldn't fit any of her horses in there. And I just remember that you could see them, and you could barely even see their heads because they were so high in the barn. And they were like really fuzzy and warm and just like huge. I mean, their legs, when I was a little kid, their legs were bigger than me. And I thought they were just pretty majestic. So those are, I think they're called Clydesdale. I'm not 100% sure, but they're like the big horses that pull the carriage. You know, they're like all furry, but they're like 15 feet tall. Or maybe like 10 feet. I was really little. And that's that. That's my favorite kind of horse. What made you start making YouTube videos, and why do you keep doing them? A lot of these questions are gaming and YouTube related, which is fine. I'm all about it. Why did I start making YouTube videos? It was Modern Warfare 2, and I just got into quickscoping, and I was doing some sniping videos, and I was at that phase where I was just kind of done with getting nukes. I used to just get nukes every game, like camp for nukes, and at first Modern Warfare 2 came out, I camped for nukes. Then I got really good at it. I didn't even have to camp. I would rush and get nukes. Like I would get like probably 100 nukes a week easily. It just got really boring really fast, so I just started making videos. The channel originally started because I was getting proof for game battles, but then I started doing challenges like getting 75 kills with dual pistols and stuff like that. Just kind of started having fun with it. I did like a 1v5 sniper battle and beat 5 people, sniper only, quick scoping, and I just kind of posted fun stuff like that. So it started as proof, and then I just kind of started watching YouTube videos and doing cool things, and I had the recording ability, so everything just kind of connected. And why do I keep doing them now is because they're fun. I like to talk to interact with people. I like to find new players. I pretty much do it for the people, not about the content for me. I mean, the content's for you guys, and I like to bring cool things, but I don't make content saying what would I like to watch today. I make content saying what would you guys like to watch today. So basically, I just like to have the interaction. It feels good it's nice to talk to people, and it's nice to have fun with people. I hope my webcam is not being too crappy on you guys. I'm trying to stay very still here, but hopefully it's working out. Pyro asks, how do you get started on YouTube? We just said that. Blue Commander wants to know, what was the first console you played on, and what was your favorite game for it? I guess the first console I ever played on was Sega. My favorite game for Sega, Lion King and Vector Man are my 2 favorite games for Sega. Consoles after that, like more modernized console, like the first time I got into like online gaming was the Xbox, and my sister's boyfriend at the time let me borrow his Xbox in Halo 1. I beat the entire game on Legendary with my friend Chippy, then I beat it again, then I went and bought one. I got Halo 1 and Lone Wolves. I think it's called Lone Wolves, or yeah, it was called like Mech Assault. No, it wasn't Mech Assault. It was Lone Wolves, and you're just like, it's like Mech Assault basically, and you're having these big robot battles and stuff like that. And me and my friend would play that game for hours. So that was kind of like my online multiplayer experience. Let's see. Is there anyone else? I don't think I got any other questions than that. What did you want to be growing up? What did I want to be growing up? Professional gamer. I've kind of always liked video games. I've grown up playing video games. When I was younger, I didn't really have a specific goal I wanted to be. I didn't want to be a fireman, or I didn't want to fly rockets or do any of that cliche crap. I just knew I wanted to be outside for most part. But then, as I started growing up and I worked outside, I was like, I really want to work inside an office and get out early, and then I can have fun outside. So, growing up, I never really knew what I wanted to do. I just kind of wanted to have time to be outside and time to do things, if that makes sense. Now, what do I want to be? Growing up, I would love to be a 100% YouTuber. I just want to be a computer programmer. I really like programming. It's, in a weird way, it's stressful. It's very tedious and very detail-oriented, but it's kind of, I don't know, it flows. Programming is like you just kind of start typing, and like at first you're confused, and then you get a groove, and then it flows, and then you keep going, and like you get a nice tap of the keyboard. It's pretty soothing. It's just like, I kind of like it. It's just nice. It's quiet, no one talks to you, and I just really enjoy programming. So right now my goal is to be a programmer. I like to do freelancing for a while, get some money that way, make like a couple grand, few grand a month, just freelancing, travel a little bit, and then, at some point I want to settle down, so I'll get an IT job making like 70, 80 grand and start there and raise a family just doing programming and IT work and working in an office. And then spend my money doing awesome, dumb stuff with my friends. So, basically that's it. Those are all the questions I got off of Skype real quick. If you guys have any questions for me or anything you want me to answer and stuff like that, I am more than willing to do a live stream or another episode of this. So let me know. Maybe I will have a good story for you guys tomorrow. I am going to a Rager party, or trying to get one. I want to go mosh pit and beat the crap out of someone tonight, but we'll see what happens. So maybe I'll have a good story for you guys tomorrow, maybe not. Thanks for hanging out, thanks for watching. You can leave questions in the comment or send me a message on YouTube, even Twitter if you want, but I would say YouTube's the best way to do it. And I'll talk to you guys soon.